If the best quarterbacks around the NFL are the conductors of explosive passing games, then their top wide receivers would be the first chairs. Not every receiver uses the same instruments for harmonious success, but when they turn big catches into big plays, it's the sweet sound of consistency. For a wideout to dominate, he requires some of that diva nature, the confidence he will make something happen for his QB when targeted and getting his hands on the ball often. But along with that flashy style, all-around substance separates the true reliable playmakers from the occasional ones. Weighing their most recent production from 2020 and looking at their upside for the upcoming season, here are Sporting News' latest reality rankings of the league's top wide receivers. Adams, 28, came back from an injury-curbed season to light it up as big-time scorer again in 2020, setting a career high for touchdowns. He has great hands and route running. His ability to get open on intermediate routes everywhere through the red zone makes him the best overall target reigning MVP Aaron Rodgers has had in his career. Adams is lined for a massive new contract that should make him the NFL's highest-paid wideout. Load error Diggs, 27, got out of Minnesota in a co-no-1 situation and emerged as the dominant go-to guy for Buffalo, getting the high volume he desired. He immediately established awesome chemistry with young gun QB Josh Allen and seamlessly toggled between speedy deep threat and after-catch playmaker. Nook has made it work with different quarterbacks throughout his career, spiked by Deshaun Watson, so it was no surprise he revved up for his new team with another exciting young mobile passer, Kyler Murray. Smooth is the best word to describe how Hopkins, 29, works himself open and sets up defenders. Still special after several years in the league, it was difficult to separate him, Diggs and Adams after similar all-around seasons. Hill, 27, is the most dangerous deep threat in the game, enhanced by having a QB, Patrick Mahomes, who has the high-velocity downfield arm to catch up to his speed. Hill is underrated as a route runner with great inside-outside versatility. He can take over games and also break free in a big play moment even when teams scheme to try to take him out of games. Robinson, 27, hasn't had the best QB breaks in his career, going back to his 2015 breakout season with Blake Bortles in Jacksonville. He has rebounded and evolved his game during 3 seasons in Chicago, despite catching passes from Mitchell Trubisky and Nick Foles. Robinson excels outside, but like all terrific number 1s, his usage is set to be expanded to create mismatches in the slot in 2021. Brown is ready for a massive third season at only 24, now flanked by former Falcons go-to guy Julio Jones. Brown is a terror in stretching the field, both with his ability to track deep balls from Ryan Tannehill and bursting downfield after the catch. Like Jones and former Ole Miss teammate DK Metcalf, Brown is a special physical specimen. Look for improved routes and hands to boost Brown's catch rate this season. Thomas, 28, is still feeling the effects of the ankle injury that marred his 2020 after 3 seasons of ultimate durability as the game's premier intermediate possession receiver. Should he return healthy soon, Thomas's combination of size, hands and routes should be a big factor helping Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. It won't be quite the same as his locked-in connection with Drew Brees, but Thomas will keep excelling with his unique style of play. At 32, Jones is changing teams and trying to shake off some more issues with soft-tissue injuries. When on the field, he still has a rare combination of physicality and flat-out explosive speed. The future Hall of Famer makes up for what he doesn't get in short-area touchdowns with long ball intimidation and execution. Ridley, 26, elevates to unquestioned number 1 status in Atlanta with Jones moving on to Nashville. Ridley has been a shifty route runner made to deliver on third downs and the red zone, but he has expanded his repertoire with a healthy dose of big downfield plays for Matt Ryan. Evans, 27, is one of NFL's greatest matchup nightmares with his size to dominate smaller defenders in the red zone and vertical speed to also hit home runs. He could be a little more consistent with his hands and routes to be more active all over the field, but he will always catch Tom Brady's eye in key scoring spots. Godwin, 25, is right behind his teammate as Brady's latest slot ace. Godwin developed some durability issues last season but still remained valuable as a short to intermediate targets, complementing Evans well with his reliable hands and route running. His catch rate has seen significant improvement with every year in the league. Allen, at 29, also has the calling card of precise route running, using his strong frame well to get open. His hands are excellent too, right behind Thomas as a medium-range target with high volume. He will be key for further development of Justin Herbert in year 2, already having made the nice transition from Phillip Rivers. Metcalf, only 23, combines being ripped as a physical specimen with blazing track star speed. Like Evans, he is a terrific big play threat who also can win plenty with his size in the red zone. Between the vertical and short area, Metcalf has room to improve his technical game so he isn't more boom or bust in games. When healthy over the past 5 seasons, Thielen has been one of the NFL's most consistent and complete receivers. He hasn't slowed down too much going into his age 31 season, and his production is big in relation to his team's run-heavy attack, now complementing Jefferson instead of Diggs. Thielen also has emerged as a savvy red zone force with 20 TDs in his past 25 games. The 25-year-old, whether known as Scary Terry or F1 McLaurin, has elite speed and continues to develop into a trusted route runner. His limitations in the offense have been tied to quarterback play in 2 seasons, but that should change with Ryan Fitzpatrick giving him the true number 1 treatment. He can explode in Scott Turner's scheme with better complementary weapons. Will Chase be immediately this good in the NFL at age 21? The top rookie wide receiver is worth the hype and has the potential to follow his former LSU explosive teammate Jefferson with a stellar splash of his own. After opting out of his final college season, Chase will pick up where he left off, catching a ton of key passes for Joe Burrow all over the field, often stretching the field. Cooper, 27, steps into his veteran prime knowing he will have Dak Prescott as his quarterback for a long time. Cooper is a fine route runner who can be trusted all over the field, but the limited big plays and TDs, especially when drawing a tough corner assignment, is what keeps him down here. He will be helped by second-year stud CeeDee Lamb getting attention from using his own alignment versatility. Galladay's final season in Detroit before free agency didn't go as planned, as a lingering hip injury sidelined him for 11 games. He is the classic lanky deep threat with some of same red zone qualities of Evans and Metcalf. Galladay, 27, made it work when Matthew Stafford wasn't healthy, but now needs a successful transition with Daniel Jones to pick up where he left off, making the Pro Bowl in 2019. His big play element needs to come through in a deep, revamped receiving core. The former Giants superstar, 28, hasn't totally rocked yet in Cleveland as some durability issues have followed him. Last season, it was a torn ACL in his left knee that cut short his season after only 9 games. In 2019, he played the full year with a core muscle injury. OBJ still has sky-high upside as a long ball threat and scorer. Back to near full health for Baker Mayfield's ideal passing offense. Don't be shocked if Beckham can re-establish himself among the top-tier wideouts again. Lockett, who turns 29 in September, has been Russell Wilson's most reliable all-around target for 3 seasons. He's had an interesting evolution from pure speedy deep threat to high-volume quick slot possession ace. They have an uncanny chemistry and precision efficiency when connecting. Lockett also offers fine inside-outside versatility. Sutton's 2020 season was wiped out before it really started as he tore the ACL in his right knee early in his first game against the Steelers. He was primed for a big third year, or when many number 1 types with his size and speed put it all together. Sutton, only 25, returns to a much deeper receiving core to help support him, led by second first-rounder Jerry Jeudy. He just needs a top QB connection to emerge with either Drew Lock or Teddy Bridgewater for a big rebound. The 22-year-old second-year first-rounder would have challenged Jefferson for status of top rookie receiver had Prescott stayed healthy last season. Dallas got him going early by making him a primary slot receiver between Cooper and Michael Gallup. The team plans to expand Lamb's role to more work on the outside all over the field to create more diversity. Lamb is in for a big leap in one of the league's most explosive passing attacks. Ayuk, who turned 23 in March, adds to the sophomore excitement following his splash as another rookie first-rounder. Even with a QB mess and early hamstring injury, Ayuk displayed his dynamic skills in full. He is dangerous anywhere near open field with the ball in his hands and plays bigger than his size with his hands and reach to make tough catches. Between Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance, Ayuk will break out as the number one in San Francisco, with plenty of support from George Kittle and Deebo Samuel. Davis was a late bloomer, but at 25 last season, he lived up to the potential of being the number 5 overall pick in 2017. He profiles as a prototype number 1 with his size and speed and will get that opportunity flying downfield in New York as Zach Wilson's outside go-to guy. The improved hands and route running helped him turn the corner to efficient target. Woods, at 29, has been outstanding in Sean McVay's offense for 4 seasons in transitioning from the Bills. He excels in any role he's called upon to do, from stretching the field to being an extension of the rushing attack as a runner and short area receiver. His recent numbers were affected by the decline of Jared Goff, so Matthew Stafford and his big arm is a welcome boost for Bobby Trees outside. Kupp is a lot more than a quick slot receiver. He uses his athleticism well as an absolute technician running routes inside and out. The 28-year-old's size also allows him to cause coverage problems everywhere. Like Woods, his stats took a final dip with Goff, so Stafford should deliver the ball to him better to raise his big play quotient, too. Kupp should go back to delivering more in the red zone as well. Johnson, who turned 25 in early July, is primed for a big third NFL season. He was drafted knowing he profiled like Antonio Brown and Emmanuel Sanders in terms of size and skill set. While Juju Smith-Schuster is the slot volume man and Chase Claypool is the heavy home run hitter, Johnson is Pittsburgh's most complete receiver when it comes to doing everything needed outside. Landry, like his college throwback friend OBJ, also has battled injuries of late that have kept him from delivering like the premier slot man he quickly became in Miami. The 28-year-old has great toughness and quickness and proved he could also have impact outside when needed for Mayfield last season. Landry's catch rate has increased with his QB with every year. Watch for Beckham and Landry to be more like the Jefferson and Thielen in Kevin Stefanski's offense again. Samuel thinks Ayuk can be a breakout dynamo, too, but he shouldn't forget that he has special similar qualities for the outside as a third-year second-rounder at 25. He also can do plenty of damage after the catch with his quickness and cutting ability. If Samuel can stay healthy, San Francisco would have dominant duo in a better QB situation. Samuel should go back to adding to his big play promise as a rookie.